I was in the middle of my honeymoon when that message arrived. I froze on the screen. There was a photo, a pair of eyes staring at me from the mud. But those eyes weren't alive. They were fixed on emptiness, on death. The caption beneath it shattered my heart. He was in a meat truck with 60 other dogs. At that moment, in that second, I knew the vacation was over. He was Brooklyn, one of the last lucky souls rescued from that truck, and that photo was the frame that would change my life irrevocably. If you were in that situation, could you have continued your honeymoon? My fingers trembled as I read the message from my friend. What do you think about getting Stanley a sibling? I think this dog is perfect for you. Stanley is our joyful golden retriever, but this was a soul that had returned from the brink of hell. I turned to my wife with tear-filled eyes. We need to go home right now. I showed her the photo. She didn't say a word, she just nodded. Because some moments are much more powerful than words. We contacted Harbinshas, who were running the rescue operation. That is when we learned the painful truth. Only 12 of the 60 dogs in that truck had survived. Brooklyn was one of the lucky few. After a long journey from Beijing to New York, we arrived at the camp. He was huddled at the very bottom of his cage, trembling like a tiny ball. The horror in his eyes was indescribable, but within that horror, there was also a faint glimmer of hope. I didn't approach him. I just sat down on the ground next to the cage. I talked to him for hours. "You are safe now," I said. "No one can hurt you, I promise." I don't know if he heard me. He never stopped trembling with fear. It was well past midnight, and I was sitting next to him. And then, the cage door opened silently. Brooklyn glided out with a slowness that made each step seem to take an eternity. He came straight to me and did the thing that would change the rest of my life. He slipped between my legs, rested his head on my chest, and threw his front paws over my shoulders. He hugged me. He just stood there and breathed. As he breathed, I was overcome with tears, because in that moment, I saw how even the darkest traumas could be forgiven. Stanley's reaction was incredible too. No barking, no excitement. He approached slowly and touched Brooklyn's nose with his own. It was as if he was saying, "I was lost once too. You are home now." Of course, the healing didn't happen overnight. The first nights were terrible. He would wake up screaming in pain, having nightmares. He would come to me trembling, and I would hug him. "It is over. You are safe. It is over now." I would whisper each time, and over time, the darkness in his eyes gave way to light. "You should see him in the mornings now. He smiles." Believe me, dogs really do smile. A big smile showing his teeth and a tail that never stops wagging. He is with us now, running in parks, coming to cafes. Me, my wife, Stanley, and Brooklyn. We're a family, but I'll be honest, my eyes still well up when I look at him, because I always think of the other 48 lives in that truck, the ones that couldn't be saved. "Why you?" I ask, looking at Brooklyn. "Why did you survive?" I think I know the answer. He survived to remind us that he is the face of hope, to show us how powerful a second chance can be. Brooklyn isn't just a dog. He is living proof of holding on to life, forgiving and loving again. He is hope itself.